What if I told you that everything you fear, losing your job, not having enough money, even getting sick, isn't an accident? It's designed. The most powerful people on earth have built an invisible prison around your life, keeping you too stressed, too distracted, and too dependent to ever break free. But here's what they're hiding. Their greatest fear isn't losing their money or power. It's you realizing the truth. Because the moment you wake up to your full potential, their entire system crumbles. Today, I'm exposing the secret they've worked for centuries to keep hidden. Stay with me. This will change everything. The most powerful people on Earth share one common fear: losing control over the population. This fear drives their actions, shapes their decisions, and influences how they run society. Think about what scares you most. Maybe it's losing your job, getting sick, or not having enough money. The elite created these fears through systems they built. They want you focused on survival, too busy and stressed to question deeper issues. But their biggest fear is different. They're scared of people discovering their true potential. They don't want us knowing we can live without their systems, their money, or their rules. Let me explain why this matters. Right now, most people wake up, go to work, pay bills, watch TV, and repeat. This routine keeps them trapped in a cycle that benefits those at the top. The elite need this system to maintain their position. What if people stop participating? What if they learn to grow their own food, create local communities, and step away from banks? This terrifies the elite because it threatens their control. They use specific tools to keep us dependent: debt, entertainment, processed foods, and constant stress. These aren't random. They're calculated choices to limit human potential. Look at education. Schools don't teach self-reliance or critical thinking. Instead, they train people to follow instructions and accept authority. This isn't an accident, it's by design. The media plays its part too. News channels spread fear and division. Social media creates addiction and distraction. Hollywood sells fantasies that keep people dreaming instead of doing. But here's what they don't want you to know. Humans are incredibly capable beings. We can build, create, heal, and thrive without their systems. History shows countless examples of successful communities that lived outside centralized control. The elite know this. They've studied human potential for centuries. They understand that if people realize their true capabilities, the current power structure would collapse. That's why they attack anyone who promotes self-reliance. They label independent thinkers as dangerous. They mock alternative lifestyles. They make examples of those who step too far out of line. Consider how they respond to movements promoting independence. Small farmers face impossible regulations. Natural healing faces strict restrictions. Alternative energy gets blocked by bureaucracy. These aren't coincidences. The elite's fear goes beyond losing money or status. They're afraid of losing the very foundation of their control: human dependency on their systems. This fear explains many global events. Why do they push for more surveillance? Why do they want digital currencies? Why do they fight against natural medicines? It all connects to maintaining control. But their fear shows us something important. They're vulnerable. Their power depends entirely on our participation in their systems. Without our compliance, they have nothing. This brings us to a critical point. Knowledge is their enemy. The more people learn about their true potential, the weaker the elite's control becomes. This explains their aggressive campaigns against certain information. Think about what gets censored online. Look at which books disappear from libraries. Notice which topics get ridiculed in mainstream media. These patterns reveal what threatens them most. The solution starts with recognizing these control mechanisms. Once you see them, they lose power over you. Each person who breaks free weakens their grip on humanity. You might wonder why they don't just stop people from learning these truths. The answer is simple. They can't. Information spreads too quickly now. More people wake up every day. This creates their nightmare scenario: an informed, capable population that doesn't need their systems. Every independent garden, local community, and free thinker chips away at their control. The elite's greatest fear reveals our greatest strength. By understanding what scares them, we see what we need to do. It starts with learning, sharing information, and building independence. Their fear of human potential proves its power. They wouldn't work so hard to suppress something weak or meaningless. They suppress it because they know how strong we really are. The truth about ancient knowledge has been hidden from us for thousands of years. The most advanced civilizations of the past had access to information and abilities that would seem impossible by today's standards. Their deep grasp of mathematics, astronomy, and natural laws went far beyond what we're taught in modern schools. Think about the Egyptian pyramids, built with such exact precision that modern tools can barely match their accuracy. These structures line up perfectly with star systems and contain mathematical constants that weren't officially discovered until centuries later. This wasn't luck or coincidence. They knew things were only starting to rediscover. The ancient Greeks had the Antikythera mechanism, a complex astronomical computer made over 2,000 years ago. The Mayans tracked celestial movements with incredible accuracy without telescopes. Ancient India had detailed texts describing atomic theory and advanced surgical procedures. These are just the fragments that survived systematic destruction. But why hide this knowledge? Because information is control. The same groups who feared losing power then still fear it now. They understood that if people knew their true potential and the real laws of nature, they'd be impossible to control. So they burned libraries, destroyed artifacts, and rewrote history. The Library of Alexandria wasn't destroyed by accident. It was a calculated move to erase generations of accumulated wisdom. The same happened to the libraries of ancient China, India, and Central America. The pattern repeats through history. Advanced knowledge gets centralized, then destroyed, keeping humanity in the dark. This suppression continues today through education systems that teach us what to think instead of how to think. We're given a simplified version of history that ignores evidence of advanced ancient civilizations. Any artifacts or discoveries that don't fit the official narrative get locked away in museum basements or private collections. Look at how modern archaeologists react when they find something that challenges their timeline. They either ignore it, try to discredit it, or make it disappear. The Smithsonian itself has admitted to destroying thousands of anomalous artifacts that didn't match accepted theories. The ancient world had working knowledge of electricity, advanced metallurgy, and even aviation. The Baghdad battery, the Damascus steel, the Vimana texts. These aren't myths. They're proof of technical knowledge that was systematically erased. Even Tesla's most advanced work vanished after his death, seized by government agencies. This suppression serves multiple goals. It maintains the illusion of constant progress, making us think we're at the peak of human achievement. It keeps us dependent on controlled systems of energy and technology. Most importantly, it hides our true potential from us. The ancients understood consciousness could affect physical reality. They knew about energy fields, vibration frequencies, and the connection between mind and matter. This knowledge was seen as too dangerous to leave in public hands. Instead, it was hidden behind mystery schools and secret societies, preserved only for those deemed worthy. But traces remain in plain sight. Sacred geometry appears in architecture worldwide. Ancient sites align precisely with astronomical events. Stone structures show evidence of advanced machining. These aren't primitive attempts at copying nature. They're remnants of sophisticated scientific knowledge. The good news is, this information can't stay hidden forever. More people are questioning official narratives. New discoveries keep surfacing that can't be explained by conventional history. The internet makes it harder to suppress information, though they still try through ridicule and disinformation. We're starting to piece together what was lost. The ancient knowledge wasn't mystical, it was practical. Based on natural laws we're only beginning to rediscover. The physics of consciousness, zero-point energy, non-local communication. These aren't new discoveries. They're old wisdom being found again. This recovery of lost knowledge connects directly to why the elite fear awakening. They know that once people reclaim this information, their control systems fall apart. True history shows us we're capable of far more than we've been told. That's why they work so hard to keep us focused on survival and consumption instead of growth and awareness. The next step is understanding how this ancient knowledge relates to human consciousness. The suppressed wisdom wasn't just about technology. It was about the true nature of human potential. This leads us to what might be the most hidden truth of all: the God within paradigm. The truth about our inner power has been kept from us for thousands of years. Each person carries a spark of the divine. We are all fragments of the original creative force that made everything. This isn't just spiritual talk. It's backed by quantum physics, showing consciousness affects reality at the smallest levels. Think about how they teach us from childhood that we're limited, weak, and need to rely on external authority. They push the idea that God is somewhere out there, separate from us. But the ancient texts, before they were changed, taught that we are God experiencing itself through billions of viewpoints. Our DNA contains light-encoded filaments, dormant strands that can activate higher abilities. The pineal gland isn't just a tiny organ, it's a receiver connecting us to higher frequencies. When fully activated, it lets us tap into universal consciousness. That's why they put fluoride in water. It calcifies the pineal gland and blocks these abilities. The elite know this truth. They use ritual and focused intention to manifest their goals while keeping the masses ignorant of these same methods. Look at their symbols: the all-seeing eye, the pyramid, the owl. They're all about the power of consciousness and perception. You can test this yourself. Your thoughts and emotions literally create electromagnetic fields that influence matter. The double-slit experiment proves particles behave differently when observed. Reality responds to consciousness. We're not passive observers, we're creators. But they keep us focused on survival, on fear, on division. They split us into groups fighting each other instead of recognizing our shared divine nature. They push materialism, so we stay trapped in low-frequency thinking. A spiritually awakened population would be impossible to control. The evidence is everywhere once you see it. Remote viewing programs proved we can access information beyond physical limits. Placebo effects show belief alone can heal. People demonstrate supernatural abilities under hypnosis when mental blocks are removed. These aren't anomalies. They're glimpses of our true potential. This knowledge was preserved in mystery schools and secret societies. The masses got simplified religions that put divine power outside themselves. But the inner teachings were clear. The kingdom of heaven is within you. You are the creator, experiencing creation. That's why meditation and altered states were demonized. They let you access these deeper truths directly. That's why psychedelics are illegal. They dissolve the illusion of separation. That's why they push rigid, scientific materialism. It denies the role of consciousness in creating reality. Your thoughts are more powerful than you know. The elite use mass media and entertainment to fill your mind with their chosen narratives. They know focused attention feeds energy into whatever you're focused on. They direct humanity's creative power toward their goals. But you can reclaim this power. Start observing your thoughts and emotions. Practice directing your attention deliberately. Question everything you've been taught about the nature of reality and your place in it. Trust your direct experience over external authority. The evidence is in quantum mechanics, in paranormal research, in consciousness studies, in ancient wisdom traditions. We are creative consciousness having a physical experience. Reality is more like a shared dream we're all dreaming together. This isn't about gaining power over others. It's about remembering who and what we really are. When enough people awaken to this truth, the control system cannot survive. They can't maintain the illusion when we stop believing in it. Look at how they attack anyone who promotes these ideas. Look at how they ridicule and dismiss evidence that doesn't fit their materialist worldview. Look at how they've twisted spiritual teachings to remove references to our divine nature. The suppression is systematic. The time of awakening is here. More people are remembering the truth every day. The old systems of control are breaking down. We don't need an external savior. We need to recognize the creator within ourselves. This knowledge transforms everything. You're not a powerless speck in an uncaring universe. You're an infinite creative force having a temporary human experience. Everything you see was created by consciousness, including your own life circumstances. The choice is yours now. You can stay in the old paradigm of limitation and external authority, or you can reclaim your power and start consciously creating the reality you want to experience. The truth will keep spreading either way. The Great Awakening cannot be stopped. The control of human happening in one country, it's worldwide. People in every nation are waking up together. They're sharing information across borders. They're realizing we have more in common with each other than with those who try to rule us. The next phase is already starting. As more people wake up, they're creating new systems, new ways of living, new forms of community. They're building the future while the old system crumbles. You might be feeling this awakening yourself. Maybe you've noticed things that don't make sense. Maybe you're drawn to learning new skills. Maybe you're connecting with like-minded people. Trust those feelings. They're guiding you toward truth. This awakening can't be stopped because it's not organized by any one group. It's millions of individual people choosing to see truth. No one can control it. No one can shut it down. It's organic and unstoppable. What we're seeing now is just the beginning. More truth will come out. More people will wake up. More positive changes will happen. The old system of control is dying, and a new way of living is being born. You have an important role in this awakening. Every person who chooses truth helps others find it too. Every person who starts preparing helps their community get stronger. Every person who speaks up makes it easier for others to do the same. The Great Awakening isn't just about exposing what's wrong. It's about building what's right. It's about creating a better way to live. It's about returning to natural law. It's about humans taking back their natural freedom. This is the most exciting time to be alive. We get to watch the old system fall and help build something better. We get to be part of the biggest positive change in human history. We get to help create a free and natural world for future generations. The awakening is accelerating. More truth comes out every day. More people wake up every hour. The momentum is building. Nothing can stop what's coming. Truth is breaking through everywhere. Get ready for big changes. Stay strong when things get difficult. Connect with other awakened people. Share what you learn. Help others who are just starting to see. This is what we came here to do. This is our time. And your role in this awakening is unique and powerful. What changes are you noticing in your life and the world around you? Comment below with "Now I see" and share how you're stepping into your truth.